Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Transport Fever 2. I certainly hope you're having a fantastic day whenever and wherever you happen to be, because I'm excited. I'm excited to be back. There's been a couple of small changes since the last episode. We are making tremendous amounts of money, and you can see two of these small changes right in front of you. I went ahead and I bought two of the Lockheed Hercules aircraft, whatever they're called. I don't remember the exact name of them. It is the L100 Hercules. I bought these because I was curious about them, because they can carry 24 units of anything, which is 4 more units than the 737s that we're using for cargo at the minute. They get 2.1 million in plastic sales at this airport, where the 737s get 1.8 million. Overall, the whole airline is just making tremendous amounts of money. For a bit more info on that, though, I mean, you can look here. So the 737-200C is 8.6 million, 1.4 million a year. It can do up to 483 miles per hour, which I changed all of my numbers, by the way, so I'm using miles per hour instead of kilometers per hour, just because I'm more used to miles per hour, and I forgot that was the thing I could do. Its thrust is 128 versus the 140 of the L100, but the L100's slower. Now, the reason that I still went ahead and got two of the L100s is because the 737 never has a chance to get close to 483 miles per hour. The highest I've seen it do is 357 between Harwich over here and South Molton. So 357 is about the top speed it can do. Therefore, these guys, the L100s, only being able to hit 336, I think it was, they're fine. It's totally fine to have those. They'll be a little bit slower in that one stretch where the 737 can hit 357, but it's fine. It's not a big deal. It's not the end of the world. I think we're all right. Now, let me take a little look here. Are we actually moving goods to Bedlington? Do we have vehicles on that line? Is my question. I genuinely don't know, and I do want to take a look here. So, goods to Bedlington. Does it happen? Does it exist? I think it might. So goods to no, it doesn't. So goods to Bedlington isn't happening yet. So let's go to Bedlington Road Depot there, and let's get some trucks for it. And I'm going to use these guys, although they can only do 50 miles per hour. Yeah, sorry, I'm thinking 80 kilometers. Yeah, I think we'll use these guys. Use the flatbed trucks. They can't carry as much. Well, in saying that, I mean, it might be better to go with the one that can carry 17. Let's do the one that can carry 17. And let's go with 10 of them, because it's going to be a bit of a journey. So 10 of those guys, they're going to be on the goods to Bedlington line, which is sort of what color was it? It was sort of that color. So fire those onto goods to Bedlington, and they can go do their thing. We can start producing goods, and this line here, or this thing here, is actually going to start being kind of useful, which is lovely. In terms of steel, though, we are, I guess, not moving any? Is that a thing we're doing? We're not moving any steel at the minute, or are we? So we're looking for a cargo line. We're looking steel going to, let me pause here because these are all moving about. We're looking steel going to where exactly? Machines to down in market? No. Steel to goods in South Molton is here. So it is hauling, it's just there's only 5 vehicles on it. So let me configure vehicles. Let me duplicate you guys. And then get all of you colored to that color, because that's the color of the line. So we'll put a few more vehicles on that. There is a decent amount of steel sat there. We might want to get more vehicles bringing goods down here. Definitely a possibility that we might need to be doing that. But we'll figure that out. Also, road vehicle 404 is exhausted. How old are you? So your condition is very bad. Your maintenance is normal. You're 31 years old. So this bus was bought in 1950. All right, that's fine. So Downham to Bedlington. That line has been around for 31 years. Good lord. All right, let's configure the vehicles in that line. Let's grab all of them. There's 10 of them. And let's replace them with passenger right there. We could go for this. It's not bad. It's definitely not bad. This thing's apparently still in production, which is interesting. That actually looks really similar. If you remember in a previous episode, I mentioned the old buses that we had here in Northern Ireland. I think it might have been something like this. Genuinely. Really might have been something like this. I'm tempted by this one because I know there's a lot of people on this line. So being able to carry like 5 more versus this one might not be a bad idea. So let's do that. We'll do the although, well, yeah, we'll do the bandy buses for that line. And that should cheer everybody up in terms of getting them around here. So there's one of them right there doing its thing. And they actually look kind of cool, to be honest. It looks like there's room for a driver at the back, though, which is making me really uneasy. I'll be honest, I'm just a little weirded out by that. Let's also have a look at these guys, since they will need replaced as well. I don't know if I want to go... I don't know if I want to go for more bendy buses. I kind of want to go for these guys, to be honest. I kind of do, and I want to make them that green color. They look kind of cool, actually. And they are, like, really similar to the buses that I was talking about. They're not the exact ones, but they're very, very similar. Anyway, good news is, I suppose, that'll be those guys cheered up pretty nicely. Let's actually go through and look at our vehicle manager and see what vehicles are currently having a really tough time. So, age. 43 years. Oh, the machines lines. They still need a bit of love. Okay. So, we're still using the Opel Blitz tarpaulin truck in a lot of places. That's rough. So, configure vehicles on machines to steel. And let's replace those with cargo. And so, what are these guys? What are they moving? They're moving steel. Okay. Do we have anything that could move that in higher capacity than this guy? I don't think we do. What about you? 13. No. Okay, so we're going to go with you. Replace them and get them in that purple color. So that will keep those guys nice and happy. Then the planks line is going to need configured a little bit. So grab all of those, and then planks can just go in this as well. Select all of them and make them that color. And then machines to Penzance is not a tremendously successful line, but that's fine. We'll configure the vehicles on that anyway, because they are going to need replaced. And I have this horrible feeling that I'm going through and doing this, and there's a solid chance that in the next year or two, we're probably going to see new trucks come out of here and be available. So this is going to be a bit of a pain if this actually happens, but whatever. We'll go through, we'll replace you guys as well. We'll make you that color, and that should be fine. So those guys are happy. 41 years old on these guys as well. There's a lot of old vehicles, it turns out. A lot of old vehicles. I really should have had these upgraded a long time ago. Long time ago. 41 years old there as well. This is a grain line. So select all of you, and we could put it in that truck, which is kind of cool. Make them bright green there. 40 years old for there's a lot of old vehicles. There's a lot of old vehicles. That's kind of nuts. Okay. Let's see if we can just get rid of the 40-year-old vehicles for the time being, since they're the ones that are going to be like really having issues. So this is a machines line as well. You guys are going to be that color. And then the food to Downham line, configure those guys. That's going to be, I think, the last one that we go ahead and replace. So get them to be that color. So that's not so bad. I guess the Bedlington loop we could maybe look into replacing as well. But I think we're all right, at least for the time being. We've just spent a lot of money replacing a lot of trucks. But that should cheer people up a little bit. That should stop, you know, vehicles complaining like, hey, we're old or whatever. At least hopefully it will. Now let me have a little look here at where the profits are. It's still very much with the planes. The Penzance line and the Warminster line, they're both actually losing money now, which is interesting. That's a bit of a worry. So up at the top left here, I've not really used this at all, but there is this thing. So destinations, right? So I'm wondering, I don't really know what a lot of these numbers mean in the slightest. I'm just wondering if there's anything in here. So that's my track speed limits. I'm wondering if there's like anything in here at all that can like show. So street traffic. Okay. So we don't seem to have anywhere that's like got bad street traffic, which is nice. I was just wondering if there's anything I can look at that's going to tell me what the... Wait, what is this? Oh, I can turn all the icons off. That's nice. Then we've... Oh, wow, we've pretty bad emissions around here. That's not ideal. I was wondering if there's anything that can tell me what exactly is going on in the grand scheme of things, I guess. You know, what exactly... Just what exactly people are doing. You know, why they're maybe not using the trains as much as they used to be. Because it definitely feels like they're... Well, not using the trains as much as they used to be, which is frustrating. It's definitely frustrating. I'll tell you what I will do though. Let's have a little bit of fun. This is something I've been thinking about. This is something we talked about. I want to see about putting a passenger terminal into this airport. I think that could be kind of interesting. So put a passenger terminal there. We can put the main building. I mean, I don't know if we need another main building. I genuinely have no idea. It might not be a bad idea. Let's configure. Let's get rid of you. And let's put the passenger terminal just here so that everything's connected, which is probably for the best. It doesn't look like there is actually any access there. So yeah, I guess everybody goes through the main building, which makes sense. That train is 24 million. Must be a good train. Good Lord. It's more expensive than the planes that we've got. Anyway, so we'll go here as well. We'll configure. We'll say passenger terminal. We'll put it right there. And then I think Penzance already has a passenger terminal. Yeah, it does. So Penzance is set up already for it, which is fine. What I'm thinking I'd like to do is we're going to set up, I guess we're going to need a new line for this. So let's go to buildings and let's go to bus tram stop and let's put it, I guess, right in front of this place. So right about there should be totally fine. I guess we'll go to the other airports and do the same. So we're going to want a bus and tram stop right about there. And then we're going to want a bus and tram stop way over this way as well. And my thinking is that what we can do is essentially go line, new line. We'll start at the buses, or we'll start at the airport, and we can just bring this in to like the central station, right? So just do that kind of thing with it. So that maybe not that station actually. That might not be the right one to go for. So take you out, maybe go to that station instead. Yeah, there we go. So that loops around a little bit better. Basically, wait, that's a truck stop. That is a truck stop. Go to that station then. Either way, it loops around in sort of the same way. So that's going to be set up to be bus. That's going to be Harwich Airport Express is what that's going to be. And then we're going to do the same thing elsewhere as well. So we're going to come over here. We're going to go to South Molton. We're going to say go from, I guess, here. And then go out to the airport. And that's about it. So that's going to be another bus line. That is going to be the South Molton Airport Express. And then we do the same in Penzance. And we just put like one bus on each line. Nothing crazy. Nothing over the top. Just one bus each line. Keep it simple. And I'm thinking that the Penzance one, I want to start. Maybe we could start there, but I'm going to go up there with it. And then we're going to have it come over to there. And that seems okay, I think. So that comes in, it goes to there, it loops around. Yeah, so that's totally fine. So we'll go to bus, we'll go to Zents, Airports, Express. Also, my typing's gonna be a little bit weird. I got a new keyboard, and it's weirding me out, man, is what it's doing. It is weirding me out. Let's set up the passenger line for this then. So Lower Penzance will go to... I'm tempted to put them in the opposite direction, but it wouldn't really make much sense. We'll go to Harwich West, which will then go to South Molton Transfer. And that's fine. And I guess this is going to be the air passengers, I guess. And it can just be Penzance to Harwich to South Molton. And that's fine. So we have that existing, which is nice. And I guess we just set up the buses, we set up the planes, and we see what happens. I guess we just see what happens. So let's head over here. Let's get the buses. I'm just gonna get them from Retford because I really can't be bothered putting anything else in South Molton. And I think we'll go for 2 of these guys. We don't need anything crazy at all for that. So South Molton Airport Express. I'm actually tempted to make the Airport Expresses all the same color. And I'm thinking that dark purple is kind of a nice color. So let's go to here. Can I change? Yeah, I can. So I can change the color from here. So the Harwich Airport Express is bright red. Let's go for that like strong purple color for all of them. And then the South Molton one is that strong purple color as well. We'll go into here. And we want you guys to be that same strong purple color, which will look kind of interesting, I guess. So South Molton is set up, and then over in Harwich, we want to do the same thing. So buy 2 of you guys, make you bright purple, and put you on the Harwich Airport Express line. And then up in Penzance, we do exactly the same thing. We buy 2 of you, we make them bright purple, and we put them on the Penzance Airport Express. All right, so that should be kind of interesting. I think just for the sake of keeping Penzance happy, I also want to go in here and just change out all these vehicles for those ones. Make them yellow, I guess. Or make them, you know what, make them blue. I think blue will be a nice color. And then the Penzance Loop, I guess we're just going to change the color of that line. It's been yellow for the longest time. It is now going to be blue because it's a little bit different. So that's lovely. That will hopefully do some things for us. In terms of getting people moving around, I think we're going to need to get ourselves some planes, obviously. So passengers, we have got some choices here. We could go for the 737-100. We could go for the slightly slower, slightly less expensive Aerospace 146. I'm not really sure which one I'd rather go for. It has actually got a longer lifespan. It's also, it's got more emissions. It's got 4 very quiet turbofan engines and was therefore also marketed as Whisperjet. More than 300 units were built in different variants. I mean, I feel like the 737-300 might be the way to go. We could go for the older model. We could go for the old Comet 4B, which is still cheaper than the 737. I don't think we'll go for this guy. I don't see that happening. Yeah, I think we're gonna invest in 2 737s is what we're gonna do, and I also want to just make sure that airline is a different color because I don't want it to be sort of that tan color. I want it to be orange, is what I want it to be. Then I want to go in here, grab you 2, make you orange. Could make them red actually, and then make the line red as well. I think we'll do that. So fire them onto that, which will be fine. Let's go to here. Let's configure the line, make it red, and let's just let them go about their business and see how this plays out for us. Kind of cool looking planes, honestly, in with that kind of livery going on there. I'm just really curious to see what happens, and I'm also thinking that the Penzance line there we might want to change. So where is that? Penzance Airport Express. I am thinking, configure that line. We probably want that to actually go to here, because that'll give all the passengers from the planes direct access to the train station as well as our buses. So that seems like a pretty solid idea. So hopefully that'll work out. It's just a little shuttle up and down that road. Hopefully we'll see people start to actually want to use the aircraft to get about. Would be lovely to actually see a bit of interest in that. I'm just not sure it's going to be anytime soon. It feels like it's going to be unlikely. It does feel like it's going to be a bit unlikely, but that's all right. We've got our buses going about. They're doing their thing. There's absolutely no one on that one. There's absolutely no one on that one. And that's okay. That's fine. That's totally fine. Let's see here. Hey, we have someone wanting to go to the airport. Nice. Oh man. I hope he's not just going to work. I hope that's actually someone going to the airport, because I'm going to be so disappointed if it's not. I'm going to be so disappointed. Oh, I just want to see this work, honestly. Honestly, just want to see this. There's 2 people wanting to go to the Penzance airport there. We got 3 people on the bus. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, we might actually see people wanting to go and get on the plane here. That's kind of cool. That's kind of there. Yeah, we got people going into the airport. Look at that. Oh, not bad. So where did they go? They're not at the terminal. I'm not actually sure where they went, because they are. Do they just work there? Are they not waiting? Is that not a thing? No, there's no one waiting there. Unless it takes a minute. I guess they would technically have to go through security. I just don't know if the game actually does that. I genuinely have no idea. I'm gonna be so disappointed if it like took 3 people out there and they're just like, yeah, we just work here, man. We don't actually want to go to the airport. We just sort of, oh no, there they are. Does it actually simulate the time it would sort of take for them to go through security? Because it just took about a month. Which I guess, to be fair, relatively accurate, actually. It can sometimes feel like an eternity to get through airport security, so that's fair enough, I guess. We got 6 people waiting down here. Oh my god, okay. Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh, oh my god, of course we just got this. Are you kidding me? Of course we just got the new planes. So we got the 757-200, which is 25 million, by the way. And then I assume the cargo variant of the 757 as well. So, I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's have a little look at it. So, the passenger variant, the current one we're using, the 737-100, can do 483 with 20 passengers. This one's 555 with 50 passengers. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. Then this guy here can carry 51. Oh my god, it can carry 51 bits of cargo. All right, I'll tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna have a little look at our airline here, and we're gonna configure vehicles, and we're gonna replace one of you with cargo and the 757-200 PF. 19.9 million. Sure, that seems reasonable. So where exactly is our new aircraft? It's right there. Let's make sure it's blue, which it is. Oh, that looks, oh, hello. That actually looks really cool. That's not bad. So this thing can carry, oh, it sounds accurate as well. That's cool, man. That's really cool. Oh, I'm really pleased with that. So we're able to carry, if we upgrade all of those planes, oh my god, we could carry so much. We could carry so much if we upgrade all of those. That's kind of crazy to think about. That is kind of crazy to think about. I'm excited to do this though. Huge planes. Absolutely massive planes. Probably not the biggest we can get our hands on, but definitely chonkers. I think it's fair to say. A bit of a chonker of a plane. So there we go. Can drop all that off. It's picked up everything, which is fair enough. And then we have more of them coming in as well. Oh man, I am genuinely really excited. Really excited to see if we can get some good stuff going on there. So we have 4 people currently in this plane. I want to see what 4 people get valued at there, because I have no idea. I really don't know what 4 people kind of come to here for travel. 200,000. So people might really just not be worth moving. It's kind of grim. Kind of a grim way to look at things, but it really might be the truth. It really might be. Let me see here. I want to follow this aircraft for a second because I want to see what kind of speeds it gets up to. So it's immediately over 500 miles per hour. It only gets there for a second, but generally seems to just be faster on the entire trip over to South Moulton there. So that's not bad. Really can't be bad to that at all. Man, that's quick. that's seriously quick. 500 miles per hour for a little tiny short flight. Like, it just hits 500 for a second as well. That is nuts. That is absolutely nuts. I do want to see how much it makes though, and I want to just see how much it has to pick up over here. Really curious about that, because it means the plane behind it is suddenly not going to be picking up all that much. So it's got 31 bricks, which is fair enough. You know, let's get this guy coming in. So there's 28 people here. Okay. I have a funny feeling that the train line out of South Moulton is going to get even less popular, which is not great, to be totally honest. That's definitely not great, but we'll deal with it. We'll absolutely deal with it. Tell you what I'm going to do as well. I want to go in here. I want to go to this line because our frequency is 127 right now. What I'm thinking we're going to do is we're going to go and replace aircraft 8 here with another 757, just because we can. And then what I'm thinking I'm also going to do is I'm going to get rid of 2 of the 737s, because I feel like, I mean, they can carry, we're doing over double the capacity. You know what? Let's get rid of, we could probably get rid of 4 of them and maybe keep the same, maybe not the same frequency, but the same, well, a little bit more quantity. I think let's get rid of 2 of them. So let's just sell you guys, and let's see how that plays out for us. Because I'm thinking that's probably not a terrible idea. I'm also wondering if it would be worth selling this guy and just changing this plane to be another 757. I don't think we're moving enough people, but I think we're gonna try it anyway. So sell you, and let me go to you, configure vehicle. I want to replace you with a 757-200. 17 million to do that. That's fine. Not going to stress too much about it. And then bright red. So there we go. We have another 757 going about there on the passenger line. That seems fine. That should work out. I think this is the right thing to do. I really do. It's going to be faster for the passengers as well, which is always going to be a good thing there. 17 people waiting about there as well. Okay. Okay, I'm genuinely really excited to see what we can start doing here. I'm really genuinely excited to see if we can, you know, crank the amount of money coming out of the airlines just that little bit more. Because we're already making so much from it. We really are. I mean, having a look at still 12, it's, well, 10 million. That's not bad. It really isn't bad. We got a couple of multi-million lines in there. We do have the train lines still losing a bit of money down here. The trains have, funnily enough, gone from being really profitable to apparently just not. Which is strange to me, because I thought they would stay profitable, but just, again, apparently not. It's a little disappointing, to tell you the truth. But whatever, I guess. Oh, wow, we're still using some pretty old trucks up here, aren't we? We really are. The Budley oil lines are... Let's configure vehicle. So you guys could be replaced with what? So we're still using the... Yeah, the old Zis trucks. So we could crank that up to these tank trucks if we wanted to. That might not be a bad idea. So for all the Budley oil lines, just change the 55 vehicles to those for 23 million. We can't afford that. We cannot afford that right now. But I think sure. Oh, no, we can't. There we go. Boom. So that's all of those replaced nice and easily. We'll get these guys to be... Actually, can we change the... Can we go to line manager real quick? Because I want to make the Budley oil lines all the same color. Or all a similar color. So let's do that one. And then that one. And then that one. So they're all like, they're not the same color, but they're, you know, they're not bad. So let's make you that color, and then you guys are that. Nope, hold on. You guys are, oh, I don't have to select them all. That's nice. And then you guys are that color. So yeah, they're all kind of nice and bright, a little bit different looking, and they can all carry a bit more as well. So that's hopefully going to be a nice thing. That'll hopefully just bring a bit more money out of the Budley lines. What are you hauling for me? Good. 20 units of what's its face? Refined oil. And then plenty of plastic going back as well. Good. So that's still working for us. Where's the big planes? So there's one of them. 51. Oh, hello. I want to see how much that's going to get me. 51 units of 51 bricks. Units of construction material. That's the phrase I was looking for there. I really want to see just how much this is going to be worth. Because I mean, it's more than double, right? It's a fair bit. Oh my God, this will be good. This should be good anyway. That's a lot of bricks to be moving out of there as well, which is good news. So it's going to be leading to good things further down the line as well. Oh, I'm really excited, man. I'm genuinely really excited to see this. I wish we could get the number of passengers up as well, but I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. So, 4.5 million. And then 51 units of fuel heading back the other way. So that's profit, is what that is. That is profit. And 92 bricks just waiting in there. I feel like we should be doing a train line out there to start moving those bricks, because they're not going to be moving quickly. They are not going to be moving quickly. I don't even remember where we're taking them. So the bricks from here go to Soil Hill. Okay. I guess that's fine. I guess they'll be probably relatively happy about that. I am looking at this and I'm thinking that we could probably get a better connection to Soil Hill by like going around here. That might not be a bad idea. Let's do a little bit of road work here. So streets, we want a medium country road, and we want to just go like this. So just a very slight curve there, and then we want to go straight like through. And then this needs to go just down through that way. And then around like that. So that should, I think, change absolutely nothing. Okay. I thought it might. I'm kind of surprised that hasn't changed anything, honestly, but that's all right. What is that? Is that a new tram or a new train or something? Probably a new tram. It's quite cheap. So we're probably not going to use that anytime soon, which is all right. There's not any reason to stress about it too much there. Oh man, I'm so impressed at how much money we can get from the airlines. 30 million. 30 million. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous money from a single line. As for the passengers one, it's actually making a little bit of money as well. Not only a little bit, but it is making money. Then our train lines are losing a little bit less, which is fair enough. Do we have any new trains? I've not really been paying attention all that much, so we might. Let's have a look at vehicles. Multiple units. So we have this thing. It's just a multiple unit, like, freight locomotive. I don't think we're going to be using it. This guy is still crazy expensive. And it's our only electric one as well. That's apparently our only... Oh, no, it's not. So diesel. We've got a few options. We don't really... We're not moving any cargo by train anymore, are we? We really should be. We don't have any freight rail in the slightest. It's weird. It's really weird because I feel like I should. I really feel like I should. And also, oh my god, there's so much food here. Where's that all going? That's all going to Dynam, apparently. Okay. I mean, fair enough. That's well played, Dynam, I guess. Up here, Penzance grained food. Fair enough. So I guess we're doing okay. I guess we're doing okay. So I think we've made some pretty good developments today. I think it's fair to say that the planes are doing a lot of good work. I think we could maybe go in. I think we could maybe be a little bit cheeky. I think we could maybe say configure vehicles. I think we could say to you, you're going to get replaced by this guy for 20 million, which is fine. So we now have 3 of those planes on there. And eventually, I'd like to go through and replace all of them with the 757. Because the 757 can just carry so much. And if we have 5 of them, that'll be 255 units of cargo that we can move at essentially any time. Also, this isn't ideal here. This is very much not ideal. A lot of stone bricks ready to go to line 1 there. Not a whole lot for line number 2, unfortunately. So this isn't quite right, is what I'm saying. It's definitely not right. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I think that is gonna do us for today. I think we have a lot of money that's being made. We have a lot of money to make. We do have a good number of people still moving by train, and a lot of people still waiting to go around here. It's just interesting to see, I guess, there's not that many of them want to go south. There's a lot of people, I guess, want to come up from the south, and I guess that makes sense. I guess it's fair to say, like, Warminster is getting a supply of food, so Warminster is doing a bit of growing. Budley Salterton is getting its fuel and its tools, so it's growing. Penzance is getting its machines and its bread, so it's been growing. So I guess it makes sense that people would want to come up, I guess, from the... Am I right in that? I'm wrong in that, aren't I? I'm wrong on that completely. No, well, there's a lot of people who want to go to Warminster. And then there's a lot of people want to go to Bedlington. So Bedlington's the interesting... I guess Bedlington is growing as well. It is getting goods now. And it is also the connection over to Downham Market. So I guess it makes sense that Bedlington would be a bit busy, but that's still... It's still a bit weird. I think it's fair to say. It's still a little bit weird. It is also obviously the connection down to... Well, yeah, I guess it's the connection down to Retford as well, so... I guess it makes sense. I guess what I'm getting at is that these, like, South Malton and Downham Market are not the most popular, is what I'm getting at, I suppose. Anyway, configure vehicle. We have a little bit more money. I'm going to just be cheeky before we wrap things up and replace you. And I'm wondering, do I have enough to replace you as well? 22 million for that one. Okay. What if we were to sell that one? So we'll sell you, and then we'll go to you. We'll replace you with that thing. And then all of you could maybe change to be red? Red's maybe a bit much. What color could we do for this line instead of blue? Green might be a bit much. Yellow. Yellow's probably a bit much as well. Orange? Probably a bit much as well. I think the blue might be the best one. That teal color's not great. Purple? Ooh, purple's nice because it has that gold stripe on there. All right. So we need to rename that line anyway. So this is going to be air cargo. I guess it's oil. So oil, plastic, brick. That's fine. And then configure the line, make it that sort of royal purple color. There we go. Ooh, they look really nice, actually. They look really, really nice. I'm quite happy with that. So what's the frequency of that line? It's lost a vehicle, but it's still 3 minutes, so that's good. We can still carry a lot on the line as well, so everything is working there. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, I think that is going to do us for today. I think we've got I think we've got some good stuff going on. I think production is doing pretty good. I am thinking that this right here is not producing as much as I'd like. It has a lot of stone in storage, but it's not doing great. I'm wondering if it would be worth setting up this bricks line up here to go to Fowie as well. I know I said we're going to wrap things up. Don't even go there. I'm well aware. I know you're thinking it. But just really quick. Just really quick. New line. Let's have it go from there. Let's have it go to Fowie, which I think is here. So that should be fine. So up to Queens Road. It can do its thing. That's going to be cargo, bricks, BRICKS, bricks to Fowie from Penzance Airport. So there we go. So bricks to Fowie. That should be fine. That should be totally fine. Let's get the vehicles for it really quick. Buy vehicles, cargo. You will buy 10 of them. Are we losing money? We might be. We'll buy 10 of them. And they're going to be on the bricks to Fowie from the airport. It's a yellow line. I don't really like it being yellow, so probably going to change that in just a second. So bricks to Fowie just here. Configure the line. Make it orange, because that's a bit more interesting. And then go to here, vehicles, and orange. So there we go. That will hopefully improve the production down here, because this thing is not going to be supplying Fowie as well. Yeah, so shipping has gone up a little bit. So that should be interesting, I would guess. Yeah, consumers, Fowie, that's fine. Suppliers, it's only Retford Quarry. We really do only have the 2 quarries. That's got me a bit worried, but I'm sure we'll manage. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be it for today. Thank you so much for watching. It's been my absolute pleasure, as always. I'm so excited that we have more planes here. I'm so excited to see what we can do, what ends up going on, all that good stuff. I'm just really excited to see just what kind of trouble we can get into, if I'm totally honest. That's kind of what I'm most excited for, is just what kind of trouble can we get into, because that's always fun. I'm also going to just make these a little bit longer so that the vehicles will go in and like stop in the middle, so they'll not be tailing back quite as much with a nice long sort of truck station there. Anyway, that is going to be it. Thank you so much for watching. It's been my absolute pleasure, as always, and as always, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.